Hi there and welcome to Connecticut Style. I'm Teresa LaBarbera. We'll hear from Jocelyn later in the show. But first, The Quarrel is soon to take the stage at Long Wharf Theater. It's the story of best friends and a life-altering argument that drove them apart. We'll get a preview with actor Ruvain Russell. And 3 award-winning authors, David Baldacci, Jodi Picoult, and John Grisham, are coming together for a night of lively discussion to celebrate the Mark Twain House and Museum. Jocelyn talks to the executive director about Mark My Words. And I'm here with Christy Koval, the Senior Director of Communications at the Alzheimer's Association of Connecticut, and her brother William, the executive chef at Catalyst, soon to be open in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Welcome both to the show. The Walk for Alzheimer's is right around the corner. Yes. Tell me the details.
October 1st and 2nd in 5 locations throughout the state. People can go on our website at alz.org/CT to register.
Great. We'll hear more about that coming up in the show. And William, what are we making today?
Pickled vegetable salad.
This is brain food, I understand.
Yes.
So this will keep us healthy?
Yes.
Terrific. All right, let's get this show on the road. Look right into camera 2. Tell everyone what they're going to do.
Sit back and relax.
You're having lunch with style.
Remodel or replace your old windows and doors with Marvin, the right choice. With sizes and styles for any project. Start your project off right with your guide to remodeling and replacement at ymarvin.com. See your Marvin retailer today.
Visit Rings End today to see Marvin products in everyday settings. Offering consultation and installation services, our professionals will craft a design that fits your home. Visit ringsend.com or call 800-390-1000 for your nearest location.
Stone Academy graduate Jennifer Hamilton from Windsor Locks.
It started when I was in high school. I wanted to become a nurse. I found Stone Academy and it was the only school I looked at and there was a program ready for me, so I applied and I went from there. I just received the honor 2 weeks ago of being voted Nurse of the Year at my job at Apple Rehab. Stone Academy helped me do that.
Stone Academy, education for you. Find out more at stone.edu.
Join us. Join us.
Join us. Join us.
At the table.
Get ready for The Chew. A new talk show where everyone brings something to the table.
Fantastico.
Join The Chew. Weekdays. Coming Monday, September 26th. Only on ABC.
On the next show, the summer's hot list. Kathy Griffin, Daniel Radcliffe, reality's hottest star Snooki, and the hottest viral giggle with the man who started Gigglegate, Gerard Depardieu.
Depardieu.
Tonight at 5 on MyTV9.
The Quarrel, a play by David Brandeis and Joseph Telushkin based on their award-winning movie, is coming to Long Wharf Theater on Sunday, September 18th, one show only. It's the story of best friends, a life-altering argument, and a true test of friendship, faith, and tolerance. Ruvain Russell is the actor and comedian with numerous credits in theater, television, and film. He plays the character Hirsch. Welcome to Connecticut Style. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So let's set up the play right off the bat. There's only 3 people, 3 actors involved in it.
Correct. And it's primarily 2 actors with a 3rd actor coming in at the last scene of the play. And it's a story about 2 boys who grew up in Eastern Europe together, best of friends. And World War II comes, both think each other has perished, and they meet 3 years after the war by accident in Canada. And one has stayed observant and has become a Rebbe in a yeshiva, and the other has become a secular, cynical artist who lost his faith. And this play, The Quarrel, is about their meeting in Canada that they have, and they discuss their differences of religion, philosophy, God, their friendship. It's a powerful, moving piece.
So it's not actually just one argument they have, it's more about different views, would you say?
Absolutely, and it raises a lot of questions which are really relevant to today. Can you love someone whose views you can't stand?
Well, brings up an interesting question. We'll have to see the play, I suppose, to find out.
Sure.
But let's talk about some of the challenges when there's just 3 actors involved. Do you play different roles, or is it just the same character?
It's the same character. The play runs about an hour and a quarter without an intermission.
Oh.
So we don't even have an intermission to take a break. Once we come on the stage, which is right at the top of the play, we go at it for about 75 minutes. The third actor comes in about the last 10 minutes of the play, fuels the fire for both of us, then leaves and leaves us back on stage. But it's just us on the stage for 75 minutes, and we've done it enough times now where we're able to keep it fresh and keep it going.
And who are we looking at right now on the screen?
That is Federico Trigo. He plays the character of the student who comes in the last scene of the play. He has a very short but very powerful scene in the play, and a wonderful actor as well.
Okay, tell me about the writers.
The writers, Joseph Telushkin and David Brandis are the co-authors. Joseph Telushkin was listed as Time Magazine's one of the 50 best speakers in the United States of America, a very prolific author and rabbi. And David Brandis is also a very talented writer who has worked in television and film and lives in Los Angeles. And they both adapted this first as a film, taken from a short story by the famous Yiddish writer Chaim Grada. So they took the short story, adapted it into a film, which was an award-winning film in 1991. And then in 1999, they decided to adapt that film for the stage. And that's when it began its stage life.
And what's the audience reaction typically?
I'll tell you, often we have a question and answer after the play because it does evoke a lot of emotions in people. Different people have different emotions, which is one of the great things about the play. People take sides, audience members take sides, and I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say that Joseph Telushkin and David Brandis, both authors, have led a Q&A after the performance, and people get very passionate, and it's a very lively conversation.
Would you say there's a lesson that the audience would take away, or?
I would say so, and I think it's a relevant lesson, even though the actual play takes place in 1948 after the war. I think that one of the big questions that the play asks is, can you love someone whose views you can't stand? Sort of tongue-in-cheek, the other actor, Sam Gunsler, and myself used to say, come see it with someone you hate.
All right, well, let's put all the information up on the screen. The Quarrel is coming to Long Wharf Theater in New Haven. One performance only, correct?
Correct.
So get your tickets. You can call 203-936-7044. Breven, thank you so much for being here and sharing the story.
Thanks so much for having me.
Best of luck with it. All right, coming up next on Connecticut Style, we're making pickled vegetable salad with crispy shallots with the Alzheimer's Association of Connecticut. Stick around, we'll be right back.
What if you could choose the entertainment that matters to you? Introducing the all-new MyTV Choice from Xfinity. Get started with the basics and then add the theme packs that are right for you. Like movies, kids, news, or entertainment and lifestyle. The best part? You only pay for what you choose. Get endless choice, endless value, endless fun. Get the all-new MyTV Choice from Xfinity only from Comcast. Only available with the MyTV Choice bundle, including Performance Internet and Voice Unlimited. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Hi, I'm Keith Trantolo. This is my dog Taj. I love dogs. I've been around them my whole life. Sit. Unfortunately, I've also been bitten by a dog. I understand. I've experienced the pain, the frustration, and the anxiety, and unfortunately sometimes the scarring that goes along with being bitten by a dog. If this is something that's happened to you, please call me. I'd like to help. 888-TRAN-TOLO.
We've all been there, face-to-face with the list, the honey-do list. But with CLR, it's easy to cut the list down to size. Start in the bathroom with that shower head. Give it a quick dip in some CLR and see how strong it can really run. CLR is great for the washer and dishwasher, too. Same thing with a coffee maker. For its best-tasting brew, use CLR to clean your tools and make them shine. And CLR is safe for the environment. CLR has what you need to make fast work of any cleaning job around your house. CLR is available at these stores.
The Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is uniting people in a movement aimed at reclaiming the future for millions battling this disease. Joining me now is Christy Colville, the Senior Director of Communications at the Alzheimer's Association Connecticut chapter, and her brother William, the owner and executive chef at Catalyst Restaurant in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Welcome both to the show. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So first, let's talk about the upcoming walk, Christy.
Okay, the Walk to End Alzheimer's in Connecticut is going to be on October 1st and 2nd. October 1st in Enfield and Waterford, and October 2nd in Hartford, New Haven, and Norwalk. And people can get involved by registering at alz.org/CT. Registration starts at 9 and the walks begin at 10.
We know that our buddy Kristen Gasato is going to be emceeing the walk in New Haven,
yes,
correct?
She is.
So everyone's invited to come out and take part. And William, tell me about this new restaurant endeavor that's happening.
So we're opening Catalyst tomorrow in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's on 300 Technology Square on Main Street. So we're very excited.
And what are you featuring? What's mainly the cuisine?
We are modern American. It's a very chef-driven with a little bit of French influence. So chef-driven, lots of local produce and local vendors.
Terrific. And what are we going to make here today?
We are making a pickled vegetable salad, really nice, light, healthy dish.
All right, well, let's get started.
All right, so we're going to add about a quarter cup of olive oil to the pan. We're going to add some garlic.
Okay. You slice that nice and thin.
Yeah. To that, we're going to add some shallots that we sliced.
What would you say a shallot resembles? An onion, maybe?
Yeah,
or?
it's a milder version of onion. Okay. So it's really nice, and you can eat it raw. It doesn't, usually give you the
breath. Yeah,
the breath of that. To this, we're going to add just a little bit of chili flake. And that will spice it up a little bit. You don't want to add too much. But this salad's really great for to make ahead of time and just let it sit in your fridge. You can slice the chicken breast over it and serve it for a lunch. It's a really kind of a great way to get your whole family involved, to peel vegetables, go to the farmer's market.
Sure, get everyone involved. I like that. Now, while that's cooking up, Christy, let me ask you about some of the resources at the Alzheimer's Association.
So the Alzheimer's Association, we offer a number of resources for people with Alzheimer's and their caregivers. We offer information and referral, education and training. We have a 24-hour helpline. We also run about 100 support groups statewide. We also do, in addition to education classes, we do advocacy and research.
I can imagine it's devastating to hear that a parent or a family member gets this disease, and it's a great place to turn.
It really is, and we encourage people to contact. If people are concerned, they may notice changes with a loved one, or they have questions, we encourage people to call our helpline, which is 800-272-3900 at any time. It's a 24-hour helpline.
Oh, that's a terrific resource. Great. All right, what did we add here?
So we added baby carrots, baby turnips, breakfast radish. So you see the nice color, everything of the summer. So you can go to the farmer's market and you can use kohlrabi, you can use green beans if you want. It's anything, any kind of your favorite vegetable. It's a great way to get your kids to eat the vegetables as well.
Are we going to find this on your new menu?
Yes, this is on our opening menu. And a little bit of white button mushrooms.
Okay.
So you're going to cook this, you actually stew it down. The flavors become really nice and mellow. This is probably about 8 minutes, and the vegetables become nice and tender. They still have a little bit of bite.
Okay.
To this, you're going to add a little bit of white wine.
Any type, doesn't matter?
Anything that maybe is left over from the dinner party the night before that you can use. And then you're going to add a little bit of white wine or champagne vinegar.
Now that's where the pickling is coming in.
That's where the pickling comes. And then you're going to bring it back up to temp. And it will come up to a simmer, and then you're going to shut it off and let it sit. And what you have afterwards is a mixture that's really beautiful and kind of broken down, and everything's together. The carrots, the marinated turnips, and the button mushrooms. And that's how it looks at the end of it.
Great. Well, that was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We're going to plate it up. And really you can kind of bring out your inner artist on it.
And get creative, huh?
Get creative. Use the carrots, the turnips. Make sure you have all sorts of
Now, Chrissy, let's, if you don't mind, tell me about the satellite offices. You have one chapter, but you're really located all over the state. Easy for people to find.
Absolutely. Our main office is located in Rocky Hill, but we have offices throughout the state in Hamden, Norwich, Norwalk, and New Milford. So we do cover the whole state, both with our education programs, our support group, and providing resources to people.
So any corner of the state, you could find help if you need it.
Absolutely.
In fact, let's put all the information back up on the screen. The Walk to End Alzheimer's is October 1st. Enfield and Waterford, October 2nd. Hartford, New Haven, where our friend Kristen will be, and Norwalk. It's easy to register. Again, why don't you give us the website again?
It's alz.org/CT, and they can register right on the homepage.
All right, and the phone number here is 800-272-3900. Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And I've noticed that the shallots they're crispy.
Right? Yeah, we fry a little bit of shallots just for a little bit of garnish and texture, and that goes on. So it's a great, great salad for entertaining, and if you want to do a chicken breast or a piece of fish on it, it makes a great entree.
Very good. Now the name of your restaurant is Catalyst, and it's up in Cambridge. All the information is on the screen there. And your website is?
CatalystRestaurant.com.
Great. Well, congratulations. This is very exciting, and we'll look forward to taking part in the walks, Christy.
Thank you so much.
And at the end of the show, we're going to try this, so stick around.
Okay.
All right. You can find the recipe on WTNH.com. And coming up next, we'll give you a preview to the Mark My Words event to benefit the Mark Twain House and Museum when Connecticut Style returns. Stay with us.
Who's got your back? News 8. Who's got your back tomorrow morning? News 8.
I went a lot of years without seeing the dentist. And then it happened. One tooth, so painful I couldn't even sleep at night. Why do people wait so long to call the dentist? You're going to have to take care of it sometime. Aspen Dental got me in right away. My dentist fixed me up, and now I'm sleeping like a baby.
Right now, new patients get a free exam and x-rays. Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental.
Come on, people. Take care of your smile. Call Aspen Dental.
Time to smile.
What can you do with original Duck brand duct tape? Maybe the better question is, what can't you do? Got almost anything to do? Get the duck to do it.
Now available in easy-to-cut sheets.
The Mark Twain House and Museum in Hartford was the home of America's most beloved author. It was during that period when Mark Twain wrote his greatest works. And coming up in October 19th at Wolseley Hall, 3 award-winning authors are coming together for Mark My Words, an evening with Baldacci, Grisham, and Picot. Here to fill us in on the event is Jeffrey Nichols, the Executive Director of the Mark Twain House and Museum. Welcome. It's great to have you.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're so looking forward to this event. We started talking about this in the spring when we had David Baldacci on.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about it for about a year and a half when actually David reached out to us, David Baldacci.
He was very instrumental in putting this together.
A wonderful friend of the museum, and had been to the museum about 5 or 6 years ago for a small talk. And he said he had an idea to put together a group of authors to come to visit the museum and do it as a fundraiser for us. And he's really done an amazing job.
Yeah, it's what, just a month away now, basically?
Just a month away. It's hard to believe, actually. And it's really just a unique experience to have these 3 wonderful authors coming together with Malak Compton Rock as the moderator to really have a great discussion about their work as writers and how they got to the heights that they've reached, but also to talk about Mark Twain and his influence on their work and their lives. And how they see his relevance continuing today. So it's really going to be a great discussion.
Why do you think it is that Mark Twain is so relevant even today?
Oh, because you could pick up a Mark Twain work, and if his original intent was humor, it's still funny. If he wrote something like Huckleberry Finn, which was a reaction to what happened in post-Civil War America, as African Americans were quickly losing the basic civil rights they gained after the war, the failure of Reconstruction, as it were, it's still relevant. We can still talk about those things. And he was writing during the Spanish-American War, when the United States liberated originally Cuba and the Philippines, and then put down an insurrection, essentially, in the Philippines in a very hard way. And many people use that as a parallel for what was going on in the country over the last decade. And so he's still very much alive and a living author, and still a published author, actually.
When these books were written back then, it caused quite a controversy.
He did, and for various reasons. Huckleberry Finn at first was, it's been one of the most challenged books in American history, continues to this day, and from the very beginning it was challenged.
You know, you hear sometimes when people want to try to get rid of it, remove them from the shelves at schools.
It happens all the time, and one thing that we do, and one thing that this wonderful event will help support, is the work that we do with teachers and students to educate them about Huckleberry Finn and put it in the proper historical context where it can be taught and where it can be used in the American classroom.
Is Huckleberry Finn really the most controversial of all the books Mark Twain wrote?
Certainly the most controversial that he wrote, and certainly the most popular today, not during his lifetime. His first book, a travel book called The Innocents Abroad, was his best-selling book, but certainly over time that has really been the focus.
That was his
of Twain's
best-selling
studies.
bok?
It was, this wonderful travel book.
I don't think I've ever read that one.
It's actually a collection of articles that he wrote, and then came and put them together into a book. And in fact, it's why he came to Hartford. His publisher, the American Publishing Company, which was producing that book, was there, and he wanted to be close to them, and so he located his home in Hartford for the next 17 years.
We're the lucky ones then.
We are the lucky ones, absolutely.
And so when people come to the Mark Twain house, I know it's been renovated over the years. It's really just a beautiful gem.
It is. It's a national treasure. And just the past weekend, Labor Day weekend, we had visitors from 18 foreign countries, from the Ukraine, from Uruguay, from all over the globe, because people still love Twain. And when you come to our museum, we have this wonderful museum center that has a great orientation exhibit about Mark Twain's life. We have an orientation film that the filmmaker Ken Burns produced, which is wonderful as well. And of course we have the iconic home. And our intent is to have people walk into this magnificent mansion where Sam and his family lived in the 1880s during his most successful time.
And really get a feel of what
it was like, and get a sense of the man and the place. And I think that's part of what people like David sense, is that when you come to Hartford and you see this house, and you walk through it, you see the area where Mark Twain wrote Huckleberry Finn, or at least some of it, and many other novels, and it really gives you that iconic feeling that people love.
Again, the big event is on October 19th. What should we expect when we go there for this wonderful discussion?
It's going to be a great discussion of the three magnificent authors, David Baldacci, Jodi Picoult, and of course John Grisham, and it's something that you're not going to be able to see anywhere else. And it's really the power of Mark Twain, being able to, a century after his passing, be able to have enough interest in him, and people really interested in his work and times, and these magnificent authors come in and talk about it. And Millie Compton Rock is going to be the moderator, and she's going to lead the discussion about their work.
She's very well known as well.
She is a philanthropist on her own, and very much interested in literacy, and has written her own book. So she's worked with David before, and so it's something that we're looking forward to, and I think people will have a wonderful time being able to interact a little bit with the people that they've been reading for decades now.
We should mention that Malak is married to the comedian.
Yeah, someone named Chris Rock.
Yeah, right. Very
yes,
well-known guy.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, this is going to be great. So when I spoke with David the last time, he wasn't sure quite yet what they were really going to talk about that evening. Have they been able to narrow it down?
They're beginning to narrow it down. They're still in discussion about exactly how it will play out, but it's definitely going to be a focus on the three authors and their work, but also their reflections on Mark Twain and his work and his meaning to today. So I think people are going to have a great experience to hear from their favorite authors, and some like John Grisham who really don't go around too much to speak. So we're thrilled that he's volunteered his time to do this for us.
You're so right, John Grisham. He generally shies away from any kind of interview or publicity or anything like this.
It's a testament again to David and all of them for coming to Connecticut to entertain all of us, but also to support the Mark Twain House and Museum.
Oh, we're so excited. It's going to be just a fabulous event for everybody, for all of us who love to read, and just have these three fabulous people on stage.
Absolutely, and they've sold a combined over 400 million copies in their lifetime, and Mark Twain also has been a pretty good seller over the years. In fact, his autobiography last year also topped the charts in sales. So, not only will there be these four wonderful speakers, we'll have Mark Twain to talk about too. So we'll
definitely feel his presence there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, let's take a look. Here's the information you're going to need to know. Mark my words, an evening with Baldacci, Grisham, and Picot, Wednesday, October 19th, 8 p.m. at Wolseley Hall in New Haven. Again, the website is TwainMarkMyWords.com, and the phone number is also there, the 888-736-2663. It's a toll-free number, and as a special bonus, we are giving away autographed copies of these authors' books. So here's how you get that. You go to ConnecticutStyle.tv and enter to win. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there.
Thank you for coming, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a wonderful evening in New Haven.
Jeffrey, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, don't go away. There's more Connecticut Style right after this.
I don't have all the answers, but I do have the questions. And together, we can get more out of life every day.
Coming this fall to MyTV9.
Rachel? Well, today's lesson. The importance of durable Kohler cast iron sinks. And honesty is the best policy.
Available at these Bender showroom locations.
We've been working hard. Let us work hard for you. Visit our showrooms today, conveniently located throughout Connecticut.
As we mentioned earlier, Kristen Casado is the MC for the Walk to End Alzheimer's in New Haven, and she's also organizing fundraisers, and she invites you all to come and hang out at the back room at Bar on Crown Street.
Yes.
All right, for beer, pizza tasting, and live music from Mike Casado and friends. It's $20 at the door, and the proceeds benefit the Walk to End Alzheimer's Team Casado. All right, let's try this. Everyone grab a fork.
There you go.
Lee, and this looks terrific.
Thank you.
And the name of your restaurant, one more time?
It's Catalyst Restaurant.
And Cambridge, Massachusetts?
Yes.
And the walk, Christy, is?
October 1st and 2nd. Register online at alz.org/CT.
All right, very good. We want to thank all of our guests, but most of all, thank you for watching and make it a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's dig in.
All right.